Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and there is another new product coming out for Magic. I know you're shocked. It's like one a week at this point. It has to be. I mean, this is crazy. But they've all had different targets, so it's like people shouldn't feel obligated to buy all of them. Like Secret Lair, that's for like whales, collectors, rich boys, all that crap. This one looks like it's for new people. So it's like those are completely different audiences, you know what I mean? Oh, and by the way, this is the second take of the video, and I inspected Element on the page to change the author to Desolator Magic. I didn't actually write this. It's a joke. I just said I like the nickname Archive so much that I'm taking it, so then I had to trade them my name. So anyway, Archive Magic here, and we're introducing JumpStart, a new way to play Magic. So goblins and walls, cats and Phyrexians, pirates and unicorns, all together at last thanks to JumpStart. That's got to be almost impossible to trademark, by the way, at this point. I think I can name 3 other products called JumpStart. Anyway, JumpStart is a new way to play Magic that mashes together themes from throughout the history of the game and lets you skip the deck building part. It's a deck building game, but okay. If you can't wait to have pirates head into battle with unicorns, smash 2 boosters together and ride on. Except you don't know what's in the booster till you open it. If you absolutely must merge the greatest evils of the multiverse together, cats and the Phyrexians, those packs are waiting for you. JumpStart takes the best parts of limited and constructed Magic and fuses them into a dynamic, innovative play experience. Let's dive in. And by the way, I love this artwork. There's just something cool about the big slash and the whole mix it together. It says what it does, kind of. Although on the front it doesn't say, hey, for new people, hey, entry level, hey, your intro to Magic, hey, this is a playable product. Like, nowhere. Absolutely nowhere on it. So they're probably going to have promotional posters, but I would have put it on the product. I mean, call me crazy, just saying. And they ain't going to put up the poster at Walmart, you know what I mean? So JumpStart, a new kind of play experience inside a new kind of booster. At its foundation, JumpStart is simple. Grab 2 boosters, shuffle them together, and you're ready to go. So clearly there's a lot of lands in them then. But a closer look reveals an intricate play experience unlike anything in Magic. It works like this. Each JumpStart booster includes 20 cards. All 20 cards fit a theme, and most themes have multiple variations, enough to make 121 possible 20-card lists inside any given pack. Themes range from the familiar Garuk to the curious Doctor, and 2 themes sometimes come together to form an unlikely mishmash, like Dr. Garuk. You know, because after Garuk stopped being cursed, he went to finish his PhD. If you've ever wanted to make a cat pirate deck, yes, well, meow is the time. Okay, clearly this is written by Blake Rasmussen. There are even special mythic rare packs that don't have variations at all, just the one card list. I believe that's how you would say that. I'm not really sure what they're getting at with this, because there's only one true unicorn deck. Well, what do they mean? Like, so a special mythic rare pack, they don't have a variation, but they said there's only 121 possible decks, so there is no variation. It's a list, unless they mix together strategies. I mean, I guess you could go like cat tribal and then white instant ambush, or like white exile cards. Like, I don't know. They have been known to build products like this in cells, and then they drop in a cell of 2 to 3 or 4 cards, and then those all go together as a mini theme, and then the absolute theme is the color. Sounds like that's probably what they did. And the funny thing is, how is this a new product? They literally did this with the special boosters. Those overpriced garbage with 1.1 rares, oh boy, guys, that are color locked. And I think you add 25 lands to them and you get a playable deck. I believe it's actually 60 cards. And you don't have to mix 2 together. And they're all on color. They're all from one set. So yeah, this is like a worse version of that because the cards aren't standard playable. But I guess with 20 cards, maybe 10 of them are lands? I mean, almost 12 of them would have to be lands, so that doesn't leave a whole lot, and that would make it a pretty dumb, bad product. But I mean, if this is supposed to be for new people don't have lands, like, I get it. But yeah, anything for new people is going to sell terribly, obviously. So this product in all likelihood is not for you if you're watching this, but it's interesting. And you might be able to point people to this or pick it up to teach somebody how to play, you know what I mean? Now, I like deck building, but we all know that the only way to play or to learn to play Magic is to learn to play Magic. You don't start by building a deck because you can't build a deck until you know how the game works. So the only way to play Magic, or to learn how to play, I should say, is to have somebody hand you a deck and then they show you how to play it. Usually step by step, tell you the phases, all that stuff. We've all been there. Even the tutorial on Arena is like, here's a deck. Okay, now here's how you play with it. So if this is just like, here's a deck and then it teaches you how to play with it, cool. But unlike like the Deck Builder's Toolkit or whatever, they don't have like instruction inserts or nothing. It's just boosters, unless they put it on a card on the inside. But boy, I mean, teaching somebody how to play on one card on the inside, you'd need like 10 more cards to explain it all. So this just seems so much worse than just download Arena and run the tutorial. Done. But then I think they want people to continue playing paper, obviously. It's a little bit more lucrative, keeps the game running, keeps LGSs in business. Without them, it's just another video game online, and that will not stand on its own. I don't care what people who are paranoid say about them dropping digital or dropping paper in favor of digital. They're not going to. Doesn't matter what the margins are. They're not going to do it. So, unless they're forced to do it because the game collapses. But they're not trying to do it. They're just incompetent. Trust me. Anyway, JumpStart is different than anything we've done before. That's not true. So here are some key things to know about this product releasing on July 3rd. Number 1, don't buy it. Let's see. So each booster contains 20 cards centered on a theme. What theme each booster contains is randomized, but each themed 20 cards will be sealed inside the pack and labeled. 1 in 3 boosters includes an extra rare. They literally just made the colored boosters. I don't remember what those are called. The super booster, I don't remember. Something pack. Whatever. That was a dumb product too. So, oh boy, 1 in 3 boosters is an extra rare. Well, it was 1 in 10 before, so yeehaw. It's loaded with reprints, almost 500. Yeah, I assumed that. Don't want to spend too much money on art when it's not a good product. JumpStart includes 37 new cards to the game because they cannot rely on its original purpose. Remember, they've got to add some value, and they're going to try to sell the cards, some of the singles or whatever, to like Commander players or something. So these will not be standard Pioneer or Modern legal cards. They are legal in Legacy, Vintage, and Commander. That's how that works, in case you're not familiar. It's closely tied to Core Set 2021, which the theme of that one is Teferi. I can't wait. So they share a lot of content and release near one another, but JumpStart is a standalone product. All cards are legal in Eternal formats. You literally just said that. You just said that. Anyway, God forbid they actually proofread this. Anyway, every pack includes 1 basic land with art that matches the pack's theme. Okay, I hope there's more lands too, otherwise you can't shuffle these together and play with them. A few of them use thematically appropriate lands from M21, but most of them use brand new themed land art created for JumpStart. Well, that's kind of cool for land collectors, I guess. And because pre-releases are fun, we're going to be holding a pre-release for JumpStart. Ooh, that'll be pretty wild. Okay. June 20th through the 21st. People were kind of complaining a little bit, believe it or not, that there are only 4 pre-releases per year. I guess you could count like whatever, Conspiracy Battle Bond, that kind of thing. It's less of a pre-release, more of just an event. But that's about it. So people are like, well, I like those. A lot of people only go to those. And Standard is basically dead everywhere. It's hard to get anybody to show up and get an event to pop. So, anything that's not that, they should probably do. And whatever gets people in the door so I could recruit them for my D&D group. That'll be awesome. We also plan to bring this fun play experience to MTG Arena sometime this year. Okay, I mean, I'm sure you have to buy the boosters then, but and then the cards won't be useful. And then we'll get a really confused Historic versus Pioneer discrepancy list that they'll correct later, which will retroactively kill your deck, and that's a mess. I would have just left it out of Arena, honestly. So JumpStart cards on MTG Arena will be legal in Historic. See, that's where we have a problem, because Pioneer and Historic are supposed to reach parity at some point, but now they're adding 37 new cards to it. Oh, plus all the reprints. So 500 new cards, potentially. Now, if they reprint, Cancel or, Naturalize, okay, we already have that. But, probably, 400 of them won't be in Standard right now, maybe? That's a lot of cards to dump into Historic, so... Yeah, I don't think that's smart, but whatever. So like JumpStart itself, pre-releases for this product are going to be a little bit different, yeah. JumpStart pre-releases will be run all day, good. Each player will get 2 JumpStart boosters and create a deck, and then they just play. They're still not telling me how many lands are in these. Is it... Well, they said there's at least 1. So would it be 19 plus 1, 19 plus 1, and then 20 lands you provide for 22 total lands? Or will it be... What would that be? Let's see, 40 card decks... with, I would say, 11 lands apiece, but then you only get 9 real cards. And usually, 22 that's short. A lot of these go high, so I'd say 24, which would mean 12-8 per pack. Oh, 8 normal cards and 12 lands. I don't know about that. So I don't know what the size of the decks are. I can't believe they didn't say that. I mean, when they said the land, their statement was every pack includes one basic land with art that matches the pack's theme. Cool. A few of them use thematically appropriate lands from M21, so I think they mean a few of the individual lands, and then most of them are brand new themed land art. So I think you get one land. I think it's 19 real cards. But then they said take 2 boosters, shuffle them together, and play. Well, you have 2 lands out of 40 then. You're going to get mana screwed. So I think they mean just add lands. Well, where the hell are you going to get lands? So if you pick these up at like Walmart, oh, you actually still can't play. Whoops. I mean, most people don't even know that you could just like buy a 3rd pack, turn the cards backwards and call them, you know, islands or whatever. But if you do 2 together and they're not matching colors and you don't know what's inside the booster till you open it, that might be a problem because then you got to Sharpie job them on the back and you got to basically destroy 20 more cards, or you have to just have the lands, which means that you're not new to the game, or you got to get them from your friend and your friend could just give you one of their old decks to play with. Like it's, no matter how they did this, it's a little bit flawed if you ask me. So anyway, play enough matches, get a promo card, cool. And if you want to jump back in, hey, go right ahead. You may even earn another promo. Huh. I wonder if that would be like an ongoing semi-round robin in and out, jump in, jump out tournament kind of thing. Is that that's actually kind of cool. What they should do is the Star Gauntlet format from Yu-Gi-Oh! From like the first battle on the island. I mean, if you've seen the anime, you know exactly how that works. You bet a number, and then you get them, you run out, you're out of the tournament. Except we had buybacks when I did this. Or it wasn't even buybacks. I think you had to beat one of our NPCs, and if you beat them, you got like 2 more chips. But you had to beat them. So if you just sat there and lost, then you would still lose out. So the truly awful people were out permanently, or they could just get up and leave. So yeah, that's I made a whole video on Star Gauntlet format and how I did it in Magic, and we gave away like hundreds of dollars in prizes at the tournament. It was pretty awesome. And it worked really well. I think the top person ended up with like 21 stars or something. It was crazy. But anyway, yeah, they're probably not going to do that. So sorry to get your hopes up. But check with your local store and break out your elf wizard playmat. Nah, cats, man. Cats. JumpStart is coming July 3rd. Except it's not. It's June 20th through the 21st. Well, that's when the event is. So once again, they gave away all the details except what anybody cares about, what's actually in the damn packs. I mean, they did tell you, you know, what the card pool is like. This is going to be highly valueless, complete and utter reprint set. The one thing is, though, that I'm very wondering about, the 37 new cards might be, like, amazing, high-powered super staples for, like, Commander now. But, I mean, if you don't throw in Modern, Commander can only contribute so much demand, you know what I mean? But people aren't going to open many of these unless they are, because they made sure to dump, you know, $200 worth of value into every $140 box or whatever it'll be. And these are thicker than normal, so they actually didn't say how many boosters come in a box, so we don't even know that. I suspect that these are going to have a lot of money reprints in them. Like, it'll be something similar to Battle Bond or like Conspiracy, where they know what they're doing. Like, there'll be like Birds of Paradise or something in it, you know, where everybody can understand how that card works, but it's like a $10 card, you know? Because remember, if they designed this whole product, all the art, did the playtesting, and it's only for new people just learning the game, they're going to sell next to none. It would barely even be worth their time, except to pick up new players. But if there's enough money in it that they can get people to regularly just be like, hey, let's buy 2 packs, you know, hopefully $4 a piece, $8, boom, event, tournament, let's go. And with prize support, I mean, they could probably run a tournament at your store for $10, and just the $2 extra goes towards the prize support. I mean, that wouldn't be terrible, just saying. And, yeah, people would be like, well, you know, this is kind of like a stupid noob event, but it's something different. It's not constructed. It looks kind of fun. I like sealed. And, I might get a $15 or $20 card out of it, you know, or I can consistently get $1 to $2 cards out of it or something like that. So I think they're going to cram some value into this. That's my suspicion. And I can't wait until we see spoilers for it. In fact, I think they might just spoil the whole damn list in one day, because this isn't like a spoil it for 2 weeks kind of thing, because people just lose interest. So watch for that in the future. Hit subscribe if you don't want to miss it, because I always cover spoilers as quickly as possible. And yeah, this should be an interesting product, because I mean, it looks kind of fun on the surface. I'm definitely going to that pre-release to participate in it, because, you know, sealed stuff is my jam. It just sounds like fun, and everybody at my LGS is like a riot to hang out with, even if this product is terrible and the gameplay is terrible. You know, we've had bad pre-releases, and bad pre-releases with good people are still fun. Just saying. But like I said, I have a feeling this is going to be a high value set, but they can't get too nuts with it. They can't be a $400 Masters box for $140 because then everybody will buy it up and there will be none left to actually sell to new people. It'll just be, might as well have called it Modern Masters then at that point. Except that they said none of the cards except the reprints are legal in Modern. But, I mean, there's nothing stopping them from putting Modern staples in there. You know what I mean? So this, this is going to be really interesting what ends up being in here. And then they have that thing, remember, called a mythic pack or whatever they said. I don't know where it was, whatever the hell they said. Oh, here we go. There are even special mythic rare packs, which, you would open it would be like all rares or something. That's what I would think, but that's not what they said. It just says they don't have variation at all, just the one card list. But they said there's only 121 card lists. I don't get that. But okay, well, some of them will be special jackpot ones, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully more details are clarified. I'll watch, God, I hate to say it, but Mark Rosewater's god-awful blog and some of the staff's Twitter accounts. Oh my gosh. For the clarifications over the next week. And hopefully I'll bring them to you in the near future. So thanks for watching, and any additional details you've already heard, leave them down in the comment section. And I'll see you guys next video.